Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 1 of November 2023. Essence. Sweet children, you children of Brahma are brothers and sisters. Your attitude has to be very clean and pure. Question: which children's explanations leave a very good impression? Answer: those who live at home with their families and remain as pure as a lotus flower. When such experienced children explain this knowledge to others, it makes a very good impression on them, because to be married and yet not have any impure attitude is a very high destination. You children have to remain extremely cautious about this. Song or pilgrimage is unique. Om Shanti. The father sits here and explains to you children, because only you children know the father. Children are children. All of you children are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. You know that Brahma Kumars and Kumaris are brothers and sisters. You are all children of the one father. Therefore, you have to explain that in reality, we souls are brothers and sisters. All souls are brothers. Here you understand that you are the children of one grandfather and father. You are the grandchildren of Shiv Baba and the children of Brahma. This one's wife also says that she is a Brahma Kumari. Therefore, her relationship also becomes that. A physical brother and sister do not have impure vision for one another. Nowadays, everyone has become dirty because this world has become dirty. You children understand that you are now Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. You have become adopted children through Brahma. Therefore, you are brothers and sisters. You have to explain that there are two types of renunciation. Renunciation means to remain pure, to renounce the 5 vices. Those others are Hatha Yogi sannyasis. Their department is separate. They break all ties with those on the family path. They are called Hatha Yogi sannyasis, renunciates of action. It has been explained to you children that while living at home with your families, you have to renounce the consciousness of your bodies and bodily relations and remember the Father. They leave their homes and businesses. They do not keep any connections with their maternal uncles or paternal uncles. They believe that there is only one thing for them, that one thing alone must be remembered, and that their lights will merge into that light, that they have to return to the land of Nirvana. Their department is separate and their costumes are also separate. They say that women are the gateway to hell, that fire and cotton wool cannot stay together, that only while living separately can they protect themselves. According to the drama, their religion is separate. Shankaracharya created that religion. He taught Hatha Yoga and the renunciation of action, not Raja Yoga. You understand that this drama is predestined. This is also number-wise. Not everyone can be 100% sensible. It is said that some are 100% sensible and some are 100% non-sensible. This will happen. You understand that since you say Mama and Baba, you are brothers and sisters. The law says that there should not be any dirty attitude. A brother and sister can never marry. If there is something going on at home between a brother and sister and their father sees that their activity is dirty, he would be very concerned. Where have they come from that they cause so much damage? He would scold them a great deal. Previously, everyone would be very cautious about these things. Now everyone is 100% Tamopradhan. The force of Maya is very strong. Maya just fights the children of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. The Father says, "These are my children. I am taking them to heaven." Maya says, "No, these are my children. I am going to take them to hell." Here you are in the hands of the Father, Dharmaraj. Those who live at home with their families and remain pure should explain very clearly to others how they remain pure while living together. The Father is inspiring you to carry out a task that the Hatha Yogi sannyasis cannot. Sannyasis cannot teach Raj Yoga. Vivekananda wrote a book with the title Raj Yoga. However, sannyasis belong to the path of isolation and cannot teach Raj Yoga. When those of you who remain pure while living at home explain knowledge to others, your arrows will strike the target very well. Baba read in the newspapers that there is a conference being held in Delhi about trees. You should ask them that. As well as being concerned about those wild trees, whether they are ever concerned about the genealogical tree as to how the human world tree emerged and how it is sustained. As yet, the intellects of your children have not become that broad. You do not pay that much attention. There is one sickness or another. Even in a physical home, a brother and sister never have dirty thoughts about one another. Here, all of you are children of the one Father. You are brothers and sisters, Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. If dirty thoughts do come, what would be said about you? You would be considered to be 1,000 times dirtier than those who live in hell. You children have a great responsibility. Those who live at home with their families have to make a great deal of effort to remain pure. No one in the world knows these aspects. The Father comes to purify you. Therefore, you children definitely make a promise and have a Rakhi tied on you. Great effort is needed for this. To get married and remain pure is a very steep destination. Do not let your intellects be pulled even slightly. When people get married, they become impure. The Father comes and saves you from being stripped. The story of Draupadi has been written in the scriptures. There is definitely some significance in those things too. All of those scriptures, etc., are fixed in the drama. Everything that passes in the drama is predestined, and it definitely has to repeat. The path of knowledge and the path of devotion are both fixed. Your intellects have now become very broad. As is the intellect of the unlimited Father, so should be the intellects of the special children who follow Srimad. There are countless children. Who knows how many more there will be? Until they become Brahmins, they cannot claim their inheritance. You now belong to the clan of Brahma, and you will later belong to the Sun dynasty. That is, to the Vishnu dynasty. You now belong to the clan of Seva. Seva is Dada, brackets grandfather, and Brahma is Baba. There is only the one Father of humanity, of all the people. People understand that there has to be the seed of the human world tree and that there has to be a human being who comes first, whom they call the new man. Who would the new man be? It must be Brahma. Brahma and Saraswati are considered to be the new ones. A broad intellect is needed to understand this. It is souls that say, "O God the Father, O Supreme God the Father." It is souls who say this, and so He must be the creator of all, the highest on high. Then down here in this human world, who would be considered to be the highest? The Father of humanity. Anyone can understand that Brahma is the main one in this human world tree. Shiva is the father of souls, and Brahma can be called the creator of human beings. However, under whose directions does he accomplish this? The Father says, "I adopt Brahma So where would the new Brahma come from? I entered the body of this one during the final birth of his many births and named him Prajapita Brahma. You now understand that you are definitely the children of Brahma. We are taking knowledge from Shiv Baba. We have come to take purity, happiness, peace, health and wealth from the Father. We used to be constantly in Bharat. Now we are no longer that. The Father is once again giving us that inheritance. You children understand that purity is first. On whom our Rakhis died. Those who have become impure make a promise that they will definitely remain pure. The Father explains that this destination is very high. It should first be explained to a married couple about how we live in the consciousness of being brothers and sisters. Yes, it does take time to make this stage firm. Children write that many storms of Maya come. Therefore, it is good if those children who live at home and remain pure give lectures, because this is something new. This is self-sovereign yoga. There is also renunciation in this. While living at home with your families, you want to receive liberation in life, that is salvation. Here there is bondage in life. Your status is that of self-sovereignty. The self wants sovereignty. One doesn't have sovereignty now. The soul says, I was a king, I was a queen, and now I have become vicious and poverty-stricken. I have no virtues. It is the soul that says this. Therefore you have to consider yourselves to be souls, children of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. We souls are brothers, so there has to be a great deal of love between us. We are making the whole world lovely. In the kingdom of Rama, the lion and the lamb used to drink water from the same pool. No one ever used to fight. So how much love should there be between you children? This stage will be reached gradually. Many fight a lot. They fight in parliament. They even throw chairs at one another. That is a devilish gathering. This is your godly gathering, and so how much intoxication should you have? However, this is a school. In a school, some go ahead in their studies and some fall behind. This school is wonderful. There, the teachers and the schools are separate. Whereas here, there is one school and one teacher. The soul adopts a body and teaches. He teaches souls. We souls are studying through our bodies. You have to become soul conscious in this extent. To this extent, we are souls and that one is the Supreme Soul. This should race around in your intellects throughout the whole day. It is due to body consciousness that you make mistakes. The Father says to you again and again, may you be soul conscious. By becoming body conscious, you are attacked by Maya. This climb is very steep. You have to churn the ocean of knowledge so much. It is at night that you can churn the ocean of knowledge. By churning the ocean of knowledge in this way, you will gradually become like the Father. You children have to keep the whole of this knowledge in your intellects. Stay at home with your families and study Raj Yoga. It is all the work of your intellects. It is your intellects that imbibe these things. There is a lot of effort involved for those who live at home with their families. Nowadays, because of being Tamo Pradhan, people have become very dirty. Maya has destroyed everyone. She had chewed everyone up and completely swallowed them. The Father comes and removes you from the stomach of Maya, the alligator. It is very difficult to remove you from there. Those who live at home with their families have to show their sparkle. You should explain, ours is Raj Yoga. Why are we called Brahma Kumars and Kumaris? You have to understand and explain this riddle and tell them. In fact, you too are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. Prajapita Brahma creates a new world. A new world is created through a new man. In fact, the first child of the golden age should be called the new one. This is a matter of great happiness. There, bugles of happiness will be played. There, souls and bodies both remain pure. Baba has now entered this one's body. This new man is not pure. He brackets Baba sits in this old one and makes him new. He makes all things new. Now who can be called the new man? Should Brahma be called this? The intellect works on this. They don't understand who Adam and Eve are. The new man is Sri Krishna and he later becomes the old man Brahma. I am now once again making this old man Brahma into that new man. A new man is needed for the new world. Where would he come from? The new man is the prince of the golden age. He is known as the beautiful one. This one is ugly. He is not a new man. The same Sri Krishna who takes 84 births is now in his final birth and has been adopted by Baba. He makes all things new. These are such deep things to understand. The new become old and the old become new. The ugly one becomes beautiful and then the beautiful one becomes ugly. The one who is the oldest of all is now becoming the newest of all. You understand that Baba rejuvenates you and makes you newest of all. These aspects have to be understood. You also have to create your own states. Kumars and Kumaris are pure anyway. However, those who live at home with their families have to live like a lotus flower and also become spinners of the discus of self-realization. The clan of Vishnu does not have the knowledge of being Trikaldarshi. This old man is Trikaldarshi. These are such tricky aspects. It is this old man who takes knowledge and becomes a new man. The father sits here and explains, that is Hatha Yoga and this is Raj Yoga. Raj Yoga means to claim the kingdom of heaven. Sannyasis say that happiness is like the droppings of a crow. They dislike it. The father says women are the gateway to heaven. I place the urn of knowledge on you mothers. So first of all explain salutations to Shiva and God Shiva speaks. This sound should be very loud. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana number 1. You souls are brothers. Have this faith and live together with a lot of love for one another by observing your promise of purity. Make everyone lovely. By making your intellect broad, understand the deep significance of this knowledge. Churn the ocean of knowledge. In order to be protected from any attack of Maya, practice remaining soul conscious. Blessing, may you die a living death and become great under the shower of the nectar of knowledge. The Father has showered the nectar of knowledge on you children and made you great from being like corpses. He lifted you off the burning pyre and made you die alive. He gave you the nectar of knowledge and made you immortal. People say that God brings the dead back to life, but they do not know how He does that. You have the happiness that you who were previously dead, like corpses, because of your body consciousness, have now become great. Slogan, those who are stable in their religion as they perform actions are righteous souls. Slogan, those who are stable in their religion are as they perform actions are righteous souls. Om Shanti.